Ever feel like things just take way too long?
Projects dragging on, deadlines looming.
Yeah, like you're stuck in slow motion while the world speeds by.
Well, get ready for a story about someone who clearly doesn't live in that world.
Today's deep dive, we're talking Elon Musk.
And his company, XAI, pulling off a feat of engineering that sounds more like a superhero movie montage than real life.
We're talking building a massive AI supercomputer.
100,000 GPUs strong.
In how long, you ask?
Try 19 days.
You heard that right. 19 days.
When the industry standard is measured in years.
Years, not days. I mean, we're talking a timescale that would make even the most patient person antsy.
It's definitely made waves, even among the tech giants.
Nvidia's CEO called it superhuman.
And this is coming from the company that pretty much powers most AI tech out there.
Okay, so super fast, we get it. But before we get lost in the how, let's talk about why this even matters.
Because this isn't about breaking some speed record, right?
Right.
It's about the doors this opens, the possibilities.
So, like, what changes? Give me an example.
Think about problems that used to take years to even begin to unravel, model, analyze.
Okay.
Now, potentially, you're tackling those in a fraction of the time.
So faster internet.
Think bigger. We're talking personalized medicine, breakthroughs in drug discovery, highly accurate climate modeling that could help us actually combat climate change effectively.
Okay, now you're talking. This is starting to sound less like a cool tech thing and more like, well, a game changer for everything.
Exactly. And we haven't even touched on what this means for AI itself. Like, imagine Musk's AI assistant, Grok. Now, power that with this level of processing might.
Oh, okay.
Or the leaps we could see in Tesla's self-driving tech.
So you mean my car might actually be able to parallel park itself without needing, like, 3-point turns and a prayer?
That, and maybe even navigate rush hour traffic like it's nothing. The potential is huge.
Okay, color me intrigued, but how did they pull this off? Was it just Musk throwing a ton of cash at the problem and hoping for the best?
Money helps, sure, but it's more than that. It's like, imagine baking a cake.
Okay.
Money gets you ingredients, but you need that recipe.
Right.
The right tools, and a baker who knows what they're doing.
So what's the recipe? What are we talking about here?
We're about to break down Musk's secret sauce, the steps to building a supercomputer at warp speed.
The recipe, right.
Yeah.
Lay it on me. What's the secret ingredient?
Well, the first one might surprise you.
Okay, hit me.
Meticulous planning.
Planning. Elon Musk, the guy who, like, shoots cars into space for fun.
That's the one. But don't let the whole Maverick thing fool ya.
Yeah.
The guy believes in breaking a problem down
Okay.
into manageable chunks, anticipating bottlenecks before they even become a thing.
So less winging it, more like a super detailed blueprint down to the last, like screw.
Exactly. But it's more than just planning. He pairs that with rapid iteration.
You again.
So instead of aiming for perfection on the first try, which slows you down, they prioritize speed, testing, learning, and improving as they go.
So it's like that fail fast, fail often idea, but you're building a supercomputer.
Exactly.
It's just, that doesn't seem like something you can do with something that complex.
And that's where the next ingredient comes in, vertical integration.
Ooh, okay. Explain.
So they try to keep as much in-house as possible,
Makes sense.
minimize reliance on other suppliers, because those can slow you down.
Sure.
They're literally controlling huge chunks of the process, from designing the chips to actually making the parts.
So it's like, what, the difference between ordering takeout
Right.
and making a gourmet meal from scratch?
Yeah, I like that. Takeout's faster, sure, but if you want control...
Right. You gotta do it yourself.
Exactly. You're streamlining everything,
Yeah.
breaking down the barriers that slow traditional businesses down.
Okay, so we got the meticulous planning, the rapid iteration, vertical integration. That's 3. That's number 4. Gallons of coffee. A team of sleep-deprived engineers. What's the secret?
While I'm sure there was caffeine involved, you're actually onto something with that last part.
Yeah.
It's about focus.
Okay.
Laser focus on what matters.
So we're talking no meetings, no long email chains, just like pure get-it-done energy.
Pretty much. Musk is all about cutting to what's essential. Get rid of anything that distracts from the goal. And that focus, it spreads, it creates this whole culture of efficiency.
So it's like they're all working in sync, like a perfectly choreographed, I don't know, dance.
Yeah.
But with engineers.
It's really something. The power of a shared vision executed with like pinpoint accuracy and speed.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see how this all comes together.
Yeah.
But there's still this part of me that's wondering, is this just a Musk thing? Like, can anyone bottle that
Yeah.
that energy?
Right.
So is this something only he can pull off?
Yeah.
Like, is there a chance the rest of us could bottle that?
Musk magic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easy to think that, right? Like, oh, he's a genius, unlimited funds. Of course he builds supercomputers in 19 days.
It's almost like he's playing a different game.
But here's the thing. The methods, the ingredients of that recipe, they're not new.
Really?
Meticulous planning, rapid iteration, vertical integration. These are all established things.
So it's less about inventing something totally new and more about, like, using what's out there just, I don't know, better.
It's taking those concepts, and instead of just dipping your toes in the water, you're diving headfirst.
Okay, I see. So what you're saying is it's not necessarily limited to, like, a few special people.
What if, and this is the exciting part, other companies, maybe even governments could do this?
Huh.
Even if they're just a fraction as fast.
The things we could
Yeah.
do, that's kind of mind-blowing.
Let's bring it down to earth a bit.
Yeah.
Think about personalized medicine.
Okay.
Developing and testing treatments at a fraction of the time.
Right.
Or breakthroughs in clean energy to fight climate change.
So this isn't just about faster internet or the next cool gadget. It's about, like, actually changing things.
Yeah.
Big things. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little jealous of this future. Sign me up. But realistically, to go from where we are to that's a big change.
It would be a huge shift.
More than just deciding to do it.
A fundamental shift in mindset. Embracing risk. Being okay with things not working out perfectly the first time.
No more playing it safe, huh?
Exactly. Trusting the experts you have.
Yeah.
Building a culture where people work together, not against each other.
Empowering them to, I don't know, actually do things.
Make decisions, test, experiment.
And even fail sometimes.
As long as they learn from it. Adapt quickly.
It's funny, we started with supercomputers.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about, like, rethinking how we do, well, everything.
And that's the key takeaway from Musk's little 19-day project.
What is?
It challenges how we think. It reminds us that the biggest roadblocks are often the ones we put on ourselves.
Believing something's impossible just because it hasn't been done.
Right.
Like that saying, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Exactly. Maybe we all need to aim a little higher.
So next time you're stuck in a project that feels like it's moving at a snail's pace, remember this. Remember Colossus. Ask yourself, what would Elon do?
Just maybe don't launch any cars into space.
Yeah, good point. But maybe we can all channel a little bit of that ambition, that focus, that drive to push things forward. This has been a fascinating deep dive. Keep those questions coming, and until next time, keep exploring.